They said, Trump doesn't have a plan for ISIS. I said, no, I have a plan, but I don't want to tell ISIS what it is. Because I might win. I had to. I said to my wife, I said, you know, I got to tell them about this plan. I'm going to have no choice. Because otherwise I'm not going to win. People are thinking like I don't have a plan. I hate doing it. So I'm on one of the shows, and I said, look, ISIS is making a tremendous amount of money because they have certain oil camps, right? They have certain areas of oil that they took away. They have some in Syria, some in Iraq. I would bomb the shit out of them. I would just bomb those suckers. And that's right. I'd blow up the pipes. I'd blow up the I'd blow up every single inch. There would be nothing left. And you know what? You'll get Exxon to come in there in 2 months. You ever see these guys, how good they are, the great oil companies? They'll rebuild that sucker brand new. It'll be beautiful. And I'd ring it, and I'd take the oil. And I said, I'll take the oil. ISIS is making millions of dollars a week. Millions of dollars with oil. Now, they're also getting money from Saudi Arabia. Can you believe it? They're getting money from other people. They're getting money through the various banking systems and the...
Excuse me.
Referring to John McCain, a war hero, 5.5 years as a POW, and you call him a dummy. Is that appropriate in running for president?
Okay, you got to let me speak, though, Frank, because you interrupt all the time, okay? So, no, I know him too well. That's the problem. Let's take John McCain. I'm in Phoenix. We have a meeting that is going to have 500 people at the Biltmore Hotel. We get a call from the hotel. It's turmoil. Thousands and thousands of people are showing up. 3-4 days before, they're pitching tents on the hotel grass. The hotel says, we can't handle it. It's going to destroy the hotel. We move it to the convention center. We have 15,000 people. John, the biggest one ever, bigger than Bernie Sanders, bigger than 15,000 people showed up to hear me speak, bigger than anybody, and everybody knows it. A beautiful day with incredible people that were wonderful, great Americans, I will tell you. John McCain goes, oh boy, Trump makes my life difficult. He had 15,000 crazies show up, crazies. He called them all crazy. I said, they weren't crazy. They were great Americans. These people, if you would have seen these people, I know what crazy is. I know all about crazies. These weren't crazy. So he insulted me, and he insulted everybody in that room. And I said, somebody should run against John McCain, who has been, you know, in my opinion, not so hot. And I supported him. I supported him for president. I raised $1 million for him. It's a lot of money. I supported him. He lost. He let us down. But, you know, he lost. So I never liked him as much after that, because I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Do you agree with that?
He's a war hero because he was captured.
Donald Trump's talking to Rolling Stone. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to insult another candidate. No, I couldn't have seen that coming. This time it's Carly Fiorina. And is it going to be about her policies? Of course not. No. I mean, don't get me wrong. He says, oh, she bankrupted Hewlett-Packard. She got fired from Hewlett-Packard. She's no good. She doesn't know how to be a businesswoman, blah, blah, blah. Of course, all that stuff, right? Standard fare insults. But then we get to this. So let me quote Paul Solotaroff's piece in Rolling Stone. When the anchor throws to Carly Fiorina for her reaction to Trump's momentum, he's watching in the room, Trump's expression sours in schoolboy disgust as the camera bores in on Fiorina. Then he quotes Trump. Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that face as our next president? The laughter grows halting and faint behind him. Trump continues, I mean, she's a woman, and I'm not supposed to say bad things. But really, folks, come on. Are we serious? As always, this guy is unbelievable. You can't say that. You're going to say, you don't vote for that person because they're ugly? Now, of course, he's going to come in with excuses here. And of course, Fox News is going to help him with that. Let's watch.
probably I did say something like that about Carly. I'm talking about persona. I'm not talking about look. Although when I get criticized for my hair, which isn't that bad, you know, you've seen me, right? It's not that bad. But when I get criticized constantly by my hair, nobody does a story about, oh, isn't that terrible? They criticized Donald Trump's hair. But the fact is that I probably did say that about Carly, or something about, in a jocular manner.
So what you're saying is you didn't comment about her physical appearance. You were commenting about the way she holds
No, the
herself?
persona. The persona.
So I love Kilme trying to help him out here, leading the witness. Now what you're saying is not about her looks, but about her persona, right? Yeah, of course, I meant persona. And I love when Trump is lying or half lying. I probably said that about her. No, dude, you didn't probably say it. You said it. If you didn't say it, you weren't going to say you probably said it, right? Of course he said it.
Talk about Megyn Kelly, because you brought her up. She did pushed a lot of people, but what is it with you and Megyn Kelly?
Well, I just don't respect her as a journalist. I have no respect for her. I don't think she's very good. I think she's highly overrated. But when I came out there, you know, what am I doing? I'm not getting paid for this. I go out there and, you know, they start saying, lift up arm if you're going to, and, you know, I didn't know there'd be 24 million people. I figured, but I knew it was going to be a big crowd because I get big crowds. I get ratings. They call me the ratings machine. So I have, you know, she gets out and she starts asking me all sorts of ridiculous questions. And, you know, you could see there was blood coming out of her eyes, blood coming out of her wherever. But she was, in my opinion, she was off base. And by the way, not in my opinion, in the opinion of hundreds of thousands of people on Twitter, because it has been a brutal day. In one way, a great day for Fox, and another day in the Twitter sphere, it's been very bad because she's been very badly criticized.
Let's take a look
She's a lightweight. I couldn't care less about her. In fact, you're competing against her, and I'm doing your show. That's interesting.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
Time now for our video verdict. Donald Trump is a very aggressive guy when you get him in the interview chair, as I found out last week at Trump Tower. I think that they criticize you, and your instinct, you're like a boxer, is to punch back.
Well, I do punch back. I believe in punching back.
But even by his boxing match standards, the Donald was pretty hard on NBC's Katie Tur in their seemingly endless sit-down.
I'm talking about oil. I'm talking about oil areas. I'm not talking about civilian areas.
Civilians are near oil areas.
Oh, give me a break, Katie. Go ahead. Next question. It sounds good. It's a wrong statistic. Check your numbers. It's none of your business. It's really none of your business. By the way, you're going to mention the ones that do like Trump? You don't do that, do you? While I'm wasting my time talking to you, which is, you know, essentially one-sided, but that's fine. But while I'm wasting time talking to you, I could be doing deals on other things. So I'm losing out on hundreds of millions of dollars. You're not bringing up anything new. You know, you're acting like you're the great reporter, blah, blah, blah.
The Pew Research says that there are, for immigrants on the whole,
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
I'll get it out.
I mean, I don't know if you're going to put this on television, but you don't even know what you're talking about. Try getting it out. Go ahead. The way you put it, everything's so negative. It's too bad that she mentions only the negatives. You don't want to mention all the positives.